Good evening, everyone. Today, picking up where I left off. I did put the new spells on my bars. Hopefully, all of them, right before I started recording. And I left off somewhat abruptly because my daughter had woken up. So, I'm going to go pick up this quest over here before I turn in the Spectre quest. So this one is called Twilight Falls. Empowered by the ancient rites of the chaotic old gods, the members of the Twilight's Hammer strive to bring about the return of their dark patrons and spread death and terror across the world. We believe that the Twilight's Hammer has allied with the Naga and are amassing in Black Valley deeps on the coast of Ashenvale. Whatever evil plan brews in the depths of the old temple must be thwarted. Wage war on the hammer and bring back proof of your deeds. Your efforts will be rewarded handsomely. And then do I have? I don't have dash. I only have prowl. Okay. Yeah, because I got cat form at the end of the last video, so I set up my cat bar. I need to stealth around something. And as I normally do, I put the warning at the beginning of most videos. I don't know how long this video will be, just in case my daughter wakes up again. Just trying to get an idea of a route that I'm going to be taking. I think the quest that I'm about to turn in sends me to Ironforge. If there is, in fact, a follow-up. I always forget when it comes to this quest. The only thing I remember about this quest line ever is that it's not soloable at the level that it recommends. Most escort quests in Classic WoW suck. And there are quite a few of them in Darkshore, unfortunately. So let's see. The Absent-Minded Prospector. What can I do for you, Night Elf? Oh my. Leave it to Prospector Rem Travel to discover such a find. No, the belt is leather. Yeah, the belt is leather. Or the belt is cloth. And I actually get one more spirit taking the gloves. This fossil bears a striking resemblance to one I once saw in Ironforge. An archaeologist by the name of Flagongut brought it to our annual Explorers League conference. He believed the fossil had a power which could be unlocked somehow. Last I heard, Flagongut had holed up in the Deep Water Tavern in Menethil Harbor, awaiting escort to the Welgar excavation site. Seek him out and show him Rem Travel's fossil. Perhaps he can reveal the secrets of the past. The ship to Menethil departs from Aberdeen. Alright. Goody. Um... I'm just debating if I want to actually do that or not. I can't remember if I picked up the flight path. I should have. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hearse because there's a couple of quests I think in Stormwind that I want to pick up. The reason I say I think there are is let me equip these before I forget. Because I think there's a couple quests for mines. And I just want to pick them up in case I'm able to find a group for dead mines this weekend. Tank Master Sounds. Ligates for Nomergon. Okay, so I think those are the only ones I can get. I'm just, I guess, a little confused about the level of that second one. Because I don't think it would be that high of a level for a Dead Mines quest. But I'll figure it out when I read it, I suppose. Would be this guy right here. Underground Assault. Nomergon has fallen under the control of those dastardly trogs. The situation is grave, but perhaps you can help, Gothgar. Deep in the Dead Mines is a functional goblin shredder. Find that shredder and bring back the intact power supply. With the shredder's power supply, we can give our gyro drillmatic excavation ators the power they need to break through the rocky underground borders of Nomergon, opening the way for a gnomish assault. And let me peek at this one. Yeah, this one is for Nomergon, so I'm gonna leave it behind for now because I can't get into Nomergon for a little while. But I'm gonna take the tram to Ironforge and then hopefully take a flight path from Ironforge to Menethil Harbor. I'm debating if I'm going to do the sickly deer. I mean, I can try. I should be able to maybe find 10 on the way up to grab this quest and get the pieces of keys together. I'm probably honestly gonna do the same thing with this quest, Gelkek Gyromast, as I did with the Prospector quest. I'm probably gonna do the first part of it because I think that's just you get 3 pieces of a key, put it together, and then turn it in, do the next part. I'm probably gonna read the next part, and then off camera I'm gonna have to find a group. I feel like finding a questing group at this time of night is a little bit harder, so I'm thinking that if I can't find one tonight, I'll probably be able to find one this weekend when perhaps more people are on and playing, so while I'm here, actually, that reminds me. Thank you, Questy. In my last video, you'll remember I picked up all of the Festival of Fire quests. I don't know why I was going to go in the big circle. The flight path is in the middle here. I should have the flight path, the Menethil. Yeah. Ooh, 3 silver. 3 silver. Out of my 16 silver left over. This character is very, very broke. And I know she just did buy all of her spells for level 20, but jeez. It's been a long time since I've had a character this broke. It's weird to think that players aren't supposed to be able to get up to this area, the Ironforge Airport, as some people know it as. But I know how to get up there. And you can actually get all the way up on top of Ironforge Mountain. And I remember way back in, I think it was Wrath of the Lich King. It must have been because Cat of Flying. So back in Wrath of the Lich King, Me and a friend were like exploring up there. It was a lot of fun at the time because it's, a place that you're not supposed to be able to get to. Just like the troll village. I don't remember how to get to the troll village in Darkshore, but there is a way. So this guy, I think, is up here. Yes. So the absent-minded prospector. What you got there, friend? Oh my. You say this came from the distant lands of Kalimdor? Amazing. Simply amazing. Prospector Welgar now holds the original fossil at his site in the wetlands. When I discovered the Stone of Relu, I believed it to be the key to unlocking the mystery of the fossil. Where I traveled on the road to meet Welgar, I was attacked by raptors, and the relic was lost. I don't know which one of the mottled beasts swallowed the relic, but if you can retrieve it, I can unleash the power of these artifacts. Bring me both the Stone of Relu and the original fossil he holds. Yeah, it's a high level quest. So I think I'm just gonna take the boat back to Darkshore. Hopefully it's not too long of a wait. I always find it silly that a lot of the time when I buff like a warlock like that, they just, all they have is unending breath, which is underwater breathing, which I technically already have because of my aquatic form. But I feel bad that like warlocks, they don't get any buffs really because their buffs come from the demons that they summon. Each demon has a different buff, so like I think the imp is stamina, and I don't remember the other ones to be quite honest. I'm sure one of them's like an intellect buff or something. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep it down because I know that if I'm speaking, my mic is more open, and one of the neighbors was like making sounds outside before they took off in their Honda Civic, so that's always fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and find 10 deer on my way to northern Dark Shore and then do those key pieces. I can't wait to get travel form. It's like it's such a breath of fresh air after having to run absolutely everywhere on foot. I imagine that there are quite a few people more in the area than normal just because of the midsummer festivities. At least on the 20th anniversary server, there definitely were. I'm hoping I can find 10 deer kind of easily. I don't remember having necessarily issues finding deer. It's more just, if I'm honest, I don't want to fight any unnecessary mobs or enemies. Since there's a spawn over here. I don't want to pull this runt. There we go. I know it was only level 10, but there should be another one over here. And I'm wondering if I can find this one without going too into the woods. I don't see it though. I see a normal deer. Oh, see you now. He must have been hiding in the bushes or something, or between the trees, maybe. Alright, so that's 3. And then I'm gonna make my way north. There should be more. Trying to dodge around like boomkins and stuff, whilst also keeping an eye out for these deer. I see Moonstalker. I wasn't planning on even going this deep into the woods. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, it's a cooldown. I hate that. That's okay. There's another one. There's another one. At this rate, it should be pretty easy to get the rest. I don't know if they're all going to be necessarily marked on the mini-map, or if they wander. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye out. It does say there should be one over here. I do see a dead bear. Perfect. So somebody's in the area. There should be another one somewhere over here. Oh, a briar thorn. Yes, ADHD. I will always prioritize briar thorn though. Because I know when I'm leveling up, there it is. Whenever I'm leveling up my alchemy, I swear there's like never enough briar thorn. It's always hard to come by and expensive on the auction house. So I just need one more, so I'm gonna follow. See you. Last one. So I'm just going to run to the beach. And then I'm gonna go north until I get to the quest giver. Or I'm gonna follow the beach. I guess technically I'm about to go east. I think I turned that quest into Moonblade, yeah? So maybe I'll do that before I end the video. I feel like I unlocked the ability to learn Abolish Poison, which is nifty. Not necessarily for this quest that I'm not so fond of doing, but still good to have all the same. It was a longer run than I remember it being, but probably because, again, I'm doing it on foot instead of like any kind of travel form, mount. Even when my cat form gets dash, every little bit helps. Yeah, I have to fight that thing after I get the key for it. And yeah, it hits like an absolute truck. I know I did it on a different character on the 20th anniversary realm, even with the help of, I think it was Warlock. And that thing two-shotted me. It wrecked me. So I'll definitely need a group for that. Gyromast's retrieval. Pirate's life ain't an easy one, landlubber. It ain't all about plunderin' and booze. Alas, me ship be sunk just offshore thanks to them pesky Threshadons. What I be needin' is me first mate back in workin' order. When I washed up in shore, the key for me first mate broke on the rocks and was pilfered by the beasts of Darkshore. Out of the corner of me eyes, I saw some of them raging crawlers, ferocious forest riders, and Murloc rummaging through the wreckage. So, that is who I need to kill. I'm hoping it drops relatively fast. Because I don't know how many striders are really up here this far north. What I do know is that there are the matriarch moon sabers, and those are quite a pain in the ass because it's like a level 20 cat and her runt. So it's 2v1. And it's not fun. One piece of the key. I am going to wait for a little bit more mana before I swim out there and start messing with murlocs. Second poison. But the good news is he dropped the key fragment right away. So I just need the Strider to drop a key fragment. Get on a little bit higher land. See if I can see any. This one. There's a couple actually. Hopefully I only need the one though. Alas, it didn't drop it. I'm gonna wait for him to mosey on back over this way. I feel like there's a matriarch moonsaber somewhere in this area. We just saw one of the, I think the runts. Have ye found me broke down key, landlord? At last, ye scurvy sea dog, ye did it. Soon me first mate be back in working order, and beasties won't know what hit 'em. Have you seen me first mate? Gyromast's revenge. Landlubber, ye needs to find me first mate. Take this and key, puts it in his gulliver, and bring him back here to serve the captain. And murlocs ain't their chief. Although the murlocs and their chief ain't gonna be too happy once me first mate gets a hold of 'em. And then I'll ask real quick. if there's anybody in the area that wants to do the quest, but my hopes aren't very high. I don't see anybody replying. Unfortunately, I'll kill a couple of crabs and... Oh, there's a barrel of milk over there. He hit me hard. I wonder if he put that debuff on me or something. I looked up and all of a sudden my health was gone. I am gonna go take that barrel of milk. It doesn't look like I'm gonna find a group for that quest at the moment. So I'm going to have to wait until the next video to turn it in. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys found this relaxing. I hope you have a good night. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.